Hello, everybody. This is Gary Kay, and you are watching our Daily Rants and Raves as opposed to just listening to our Daily Rants and Raves today. And I am joined, as you can tell, by a special guest. Brady Bruce is the Vice President of Marketing and Strategic Alliances at Jupiter. Hey, Brady, how are you?
Hey, Gary. Very well. It's a beautiful spring day here in San Francisco.
Well, you get a little bit better weather than we get this time of year. Love San Francisco, but both of us are going to be heading over to Amsterdam, and the show opens tomorrow, and we're getting an exclusive here because we're going to be able to launch pre anyone else four new products, I guess, at the show. Now you're in. Make sure I get this right. You're in Hall 2, stand number A52, so you'll be easy to find.
That's correct. Yeah.
And so if for those of you who are interested in Jupiter, check them out. Go by their stand. And for those of you who are unfortunately not at the show, go to jupiter.com. But first and foremost, I would love to have you launch the CRS-4K, which I can tell already, even though you haven't told me any details, that it's 4K resolution.
You got it. Well, the CRS-4K is a new product for Jupiter. We've been listening very carefully to our Canvas users over the last year. You know, Canvas was launched a couple of years ago, and it very quickly became a much respected and relied upon product in global organizations. It really targeted the Global 2000, but also major public agencies and traffic and transportation, law enforcement, and so on. And what they've told us is that the very nature of work has begun to change. And this has been predicted for a long time by business thinkers and sociologists, but they're relying more now on teams doing work. And these may be teams that form for a specific project, bringing in the best minds in your organization to solve a problem, and then disbanding after the problem is solved or a new product is launched or an opportunity explored. And so they said, you know, we have these teams working together, often in small huddle rooms, and we'd like to take Canvas into that space. We love having Canvas on the smartphones, tablets, the PCs, and the big walls, but what can you do for these smaller spaces? And so the CRS-4K, CRS stands for Conference Room System, and the 4K does indeed indicate that it supports 4K displays, is about that kind of work. So it's a small box designed to live in the conference room. It can sit on the table, it can sit on the shelf, wherever you need it. And it's very, very quiet. You have to put your ear right next to it to hear this thing. So it's a good citizen in a conference room. And it brings all the power of Canvas to teams working together in a room and collaborating with distant teams via Canvas. And then it does some things that you might not expect. So all the things that Canvas does, the ability to share video, desktops, and so on is there. But we were asked, you know, and challenged by our customers saying, well, what if someone comes into the room that has a PC with things they really need to show, but they don't have a Canvas client on it? How do you accommodate them? Likewise, many of our government customers said, you know, we have people coming into these rooms, they log onto that device for security reasons. What can you do for us? So with the CRS-4K, we've built a new feature called Simple Share. And with Simple Share, anybody with a laptop that can attach to the network, Wi-Fi or LAN, can walk into the room without downloading any software, without attaching any cable, and without sticking a dongle into their PC or Mac, can begin presenting instantly to all those people in the room and then all those people on the distant end who are participating in Canvas.
So that basically, once they're on the network, they can now have access to share their content.
Absolutely.
And what's the price of the CRS? Was it CRS-4K? What's the price of the 4K?
Well, we'll announce
share that yet?
Well, no, we'll announce that tomorrow. But I will say it's far less than you might expect. We really price this. We want this not in a conference room at a company. We want it in dozens of conference rooms, hundreds of conference rooms, and so we price it accordingly.
Well, you're the first huddle room product like this, with a collaborative product like this that has 4K resolution. A lot of people have been asking for 4K on all the other ones that are out there, so I think you'll make a big splash. But you're also launching sort of another series of products as well, in addition to an update to Canvas, right? Right.
So along with the CRS-4K, and I should add, by the way, that it can support a single 4K display or up to 4 1080p HD displays. Okay. So you can get Canvas on the wall, use the magic of Simple Share, and as you said, Canvas has evolved also. So with this interview, I'm announcing Canvas 3.0. Okay. This is a major change in the product. As we listened to our users, they talked about teamwork. They also talked about broader distribution throughout their corporate and agency networks. And again, it goes to teams, and it goes to teams that are local as well as those that are dispersed at some distance. And so we asked questions about, well, how do you communicate now? What tools do you use? What's important to you in ascertaining who's available and what they're doing? And many of them came back and said, you know, we use and have adopted in our everyday lives unified communications and collaboration tools, UCC tools, like Microsoft Lync. So with Canvas 3.0, we're announcing integration with Microsoft Lync.
Oh, good idea. Yeah,
so now,
that'll open up your market quite a bit.
Well, yeah, and you know, the Lync is a perfect intersection with Canvas. So now with this integration, if you're in Lync and you see, and you know, we want to share a Canvas with someone, you can initiate a Canvas session and send an invitation directly from the Lync client. And it's very simple. Likewise, if you're in a Canvas session and you want to initiate a Lync conversation, you can do that from inside Canvas. So a very spontaneous way of interacting using tools that people already have on their desktops and mobile devices.
And when will this update be available? Is it immediately available, or is it going to take some time before you roll it out?
Right, Canvas 3.0 will be available in April.
Okay, and along with that, you're also launching a couple of other new products.
Well, I'm not done. Canvas 3.0, there's a lot more coming. So with Canvas 3.0, in addition to Lync integration, we also have built in a shared voice chat feature. So if you and I were communicating together in a Canvas, we would automatically be enrolled in a voice chat room. So we could talk to each other naturally while we were annotating live video, whiteboarding, doing all the things we expected to be able to do in Canvas. And as we added other people in, they would also be enrolled in that same voice chat room. So, you know, it's as you work together, you're now able to speak to each other in a totally open, natural way, as though you were in the same room sitting around a table. And then we went one step further. You know, our customers said there would be people coming in to use Canvas that did not have Canvas on their machine, and at least in the environment of the CRS-4K, we support Simple Share. But with Canvas overall, we now support integrated calling with SIP-based clients.
Okay.
So what that means is, you know, the popular voice and video platforms use SIP, Session Initiation Protocol. And so users of those systems can now dial into a Canvas, even though they don't have Canvas on their machine, and they can share their video, and we can share our Canvas back with them, as well as speak to each other. So likewise, we can dial from a Canvas.
That basically gives you instant compatibility with all the major teleconferencing systems.
And video conferencing, exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, you have
right.
In addition to the Microsoft Lync, now you're fully compatible with, you know, Polycom and Cisco, and for that matter, pretty much any video conferencing system. That's a pretty heavy duty update.
Well, it was what our customers said. We have these tools. How can you integrate Canvas with them? Because we want these things to all work together. And then finally, we've built a really simple and elegant tablet user interface. So on iOS tablets, Android tablets, Windows tablets, this is web-based. You can simply go to a URL, see the canvas that you're working with, and actually manipulate it. So I can resize it. I can do pinch to zoom. I can change the placement of the canvas on the screen for myself, people in the room, and people on distant end. Very simply.
So it's compatible.
There's a lot of new stuff.
But it's compatible with. You said it's compatible with Android devices and iOS, but also I assume Windows tablets as well, Surface tablets.
Exactly, because it's web-based, right? Okay. So there's no client here actually doing it over the web through a browser.
Okay. And what about the other hardware products? Because you talked about sort of hinted at some other hardware products.
I did, yeah. So the three big announcements are the CRS-4K, Canvas 3.0, and now some changes to the Fusion Catalyst 4500 line. We launched Fusion Catalyst 4500, the newest member of our Fusion Catalyst display wall processor line, about a year ago, and it's really climbed very steeply. It's taken off. It's been our fastest selling new product ever. And as we listened again carefully to our customers, they were saying, well, I had this particular need. I want to use it this way. I want to use it that way. And what they're really saying is, I'd like sort of purpose-built, specific models of the product for specific applications. So with that, we've taken what used to be a single model of the 4500 and created 3 models out of it. So instead of that single model, there is now the Fusion Catalyst 4500B, which is the base unit, which does what the old unit did, supporting a control point for standalone video walls.
Okay.
We also have the 4500H, which supports HDCP. So it takes that base model and adds support for HDCP. We had customers coming to us saying, look, I've got protected content. It's coming from TV set-top boxes, cable boxes, Blu-ray players, and I need to be able to ingest that information and then put it up on the wall. And so the Fusion Catalyst 4500H does that for standalone video walls. Mm-hmm. And then finally, with the adoption of Canvas, we've had a lot of requests to create a specialized version of the 4500C, which really focused on the Canvas features of collaborative visualization. And so now we've launched the 4500C. I think you can catch on to this rather clever scheming. You're the base model, the HDCP model, the Canvas model. The Fusion Catalyst 4500C is all about Canvas. And so all of those features that I described in the Canvas 3.0 update, the shared voice chat link integration, support for SIP-based clients, and the tablet UI are available now in this 4500C model.
Wow. So
put it all together, you got a lot of announcements, yeah.
So the CRS is going to launch. Everything's launching tomorrow officially, but when will, so you said Correct. Canvas update will be available in April. Is that what you said? And then the Correct. CRS will be available when?
CRS will be available also in April.
Okay, and then the three new 4500s will be available when?
Immediately.
Okay. So that's a lot of new. That's a lot of new stuff at one time. And of course, if well, first we're writing about this. Obviously, you can go to ravepubs.com and just type in Jupiter in the search box, and you'll find not only articles on these new products, but you'll also find the videos that we shoot at the ISE show on each one of these new products. And of course, you can go to Jupiter.com, which by the way is one of the best URLs ever. And you can find it all on Jupiter.com. You in a podcast we did a week or so ago, you talked about the size of this market being a $2 billion worldwide market in collaboration, $1 billion North American market. How about your business? How's it shaking out when you look at it globally? Are you 50-50 North America, the rest of the world? Are you 30-30-30? Sort of where are you right now in your where you see your client base right now?
Well, we're a global company, and we have distributors around the world. We obviously are committed to trade shows like this one. 2 weeks ago, we were in Dubai for a show there. We do about 40% of our business in North America, and the rest of it spread through EMEA and Asia and Latin America.
Okay.
So globally, we're seeing this growth everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you said, the commission we studied with a couple of well-known industry analysts, Blair Pleasant and Phil Edholm, pointed to this market for collaborative visualization, which is much larger than the traditional display wall processor market, and puts us in much bigger companies with far more seats and far more users. And you're correct, about $1 billion estimated in the next couple of years in North America, and about $2 billion estimated for the globe as a whole.
So if you're interested in, maybe you're right now only playing in the sort of the entry level collaborative market. There've been a lot of products that you would sort of categorize as sort of entry level from companies. I think Barco started it all with the ClickShare, and then you've got companies like Extron and Crestron and AMX that all have products in that category. But if you want to play in all levels enterprise wide, Jupiter's a great place to start. And Jupiter is available at Jupiter.com. And of course, they are looking for integrators worldwide. You have to become qualified. You can't just sign up and start selling this stuff. But you do have a good qualification process, and you can start at Jupiter.com. So Brady, first of all, thank you for giving us the scoop on all this stuff. Best of luck to you tomorrow when the show opens, and we'll have reporters there making sure that we cover those videos on those new products as soon as you'll show them to us, and we'll get them online as quickly as possible.
Fantastic, Gary. I'm looking forward to it, and thanks for your time.
And thank you very much. You've been watching our special edition of our Daily Rants and Raves leading up to the ISE show, which opens tomorrow. So don't forget to follow all the ISE coverage at ravepubs.com, and, of course, check out Jupiter at Jupiter.com. Thanks for watching.